So 3 generations of fishers excavating this dredge.
Bunch of 3 generations of crazy people.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know how big that piece of wood is, but it's big. It's old. And it won't budge.
That's in there.
Get all the way down to the bottom of the dredge, probably.
Check them out. What they're doing is they're gonna hook this choker around this piece of lumber here. They're gonna take the excavator and pull it up. Work smarter, not harder, boys. I love it.
Yeah, come on down with it. All right, hold on.
There she goes.
You got it. Woo, that's a big piece.
Very nice, boys. There it goes.
We got it.
That's the way it is when you got the water pipe down there. Rinse it off.
This is an old piece of wood.
Yes, sir. We'll pour a little water on it so you can see it.
Starting to see kind of the saw marks in it.
Yeah.
You can tell that's not modern.
All right, we'll put some water on it. Let me rinse it a little bit.
Some agua.
Look at that hole right there in it. Bolt hole.
Yeah, couldn't see that a second ago.
Yep. Let's see here, 12 inches wide.
That's wild.
And this beam over here, let's look. Oh yeah, look at this. There's another beam, and that's the cut edge, so it broke, but you can see right here, that's 14.5 inches, and we're wondering if this is part of the gantry. You see it's broke off. We don't know, but it held some mighty heavy stuff. And you can see the bolts right there. Look at those bolts and those fasteners. There's a can we found.
Rosehead spikes.
Yep. There's the washers they use. You'll see the washers on here. If they needed to make more space, they'd put 2 or 3 together. You'll see them in the dredge. They did use some regular round. These are some nails. That's the more modern looking ones, but they're often from around 1904, 05. And those are like the rosehead, I guess, nails you call them. They were the deck nails. That's what held you the deck spikes.
That's some history there, y'all.
Yeah, some old stuff. There it is. And then we got to take the bumpers off. That's something else I need to do. I need to wrap a choker around that, pull that off before it falls in.
The average size of the wood that's in there is about, what do you say, Dad? 6 by 8, 6 by 10?
Yeah, something like that. They're odd size.
But this cross member up here, what's that? That's got to be 12 by 12.
Yeah, something like that. That was a specific piece.
You can see the original side of the ship right here too.
And crazy enough, it still is leak proof.
I know, that's wild.
It's 120 years old. It's been buried in the mud for at least 100 years, and it still holds water on the outside and won't let it in. It's crazy. This is groundwater coming in from the rest of the ship that's buried, which is a good thing because it needs to be wet. You know, that's what
Preserves it.
That's right.
And where I'm standing now would have been where the buckets would have worked through. So they're finding a lot of stuff as they're excavating the dredge. But look at that. I don't know about y'all, but that is a bona fide cross to me. That is beautiful. You got a piece of wood and a rosehead spike in it. Man. Started to pump down a little bit. They're telling me that this beam is 14 inches square. So 14 this way, 14 down. That is a big piece of wood. And it runs on What'd you say, the length of the ship?
Full length of the dredge.
That's impressive.
Can you imagine what that thing weighed, man? God almighty, man. And you talking about all they had was manpower, like men picking up stuff.
They were built different back then.
Yeah, you got that right.
They had to be.
But that thing, you talking, this ship's 94 feet long. It won't be quite that, because you see it stops right here, cause that's just how they made it. But
Roughly 90 foot.
yeah, around 90. That beam's probably 90 feet long.
That's insane.
Man,
There's one on the other side just like it. If we pumped her down, you know.
it'd be a mirror image.
And when you're inside of it, when you go inside it on the other side, it's like you're inside a building. I mean, that's how big the hull is.
So we are standing inside the hull of the dredge. Check it out. The hull is still keeping water out. And this right here, I think this piece of wood is pretty impressive. I had to carve that out. That's a solid piece of wood there. This is crazy. Here's a look at that.
I got a tape measure right there if you want it.
Yeah, let me see that. Check this out. Let's see. Let's get it hooked. That's right there. Check that out. So what I'm standing on right now, that is solid wood.
Oh yeah.
It's not squishy. I mean, that's,
Oh no, it's beautiful wood, man.
that is crazy. Look at the hardware that's holding everything together.
Where you?
That is some history. Little 3,500 gallon pump. Just pumped it all down. There you go. That's the wood on the bottom of the ship.
Watch this. We put a little first time this seen sunlight in a long time right there. Look at that pretty wood.
That is pretty awesome. And it's solid too. We're
Yeah.
just standing in it.
Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, this. And you see my boot? It's about the width of my boot.
Wow.
There it is.